Hello YTPC, Ethan, Parsimonious Piper here. It is Cobb Tuesday. Got my corncob cob. Got my corncob hat. In this Missouri Meerschaum, Washington, straight one this time, I have got some Eric Stokeby 1931. This is a flake of Burley, Virginia and Black Cavendish with a very slight honey topping. Honey topping I don't really notice that much. The Burley seems to lead, which is how I like it. Not bad, not bad at all. Today we are replying to Sam's Smoking Shed. He asked us to describe our favorite smoking setup. Pipe, tamper, lighter, that sort of thing, in order to enter his 100 sub GAW. First off, congratulations on hitting that first milestone. Many more will come if you persist. Friendly guy, good content, nice little shed. Check him out. His link will be down below. Now, my favorite smoking setup depends entirely on the context. For example, when I'm outside smoking a corncob, with or without the corncob hat, typically I am using a patented Aristocob tamper. Don't confuse it for a stamped golf tee. Works really well. Built-in pick at one end, built-in tamper at the other. Great and simple for cobs. And I'm usually lighting that with the Bic. If it's breezy, with the Zippo. But context is everything. Just for knocking about in my car, what's my favorite setup? Well, I've got a little Stanwell 2-pipe bag. Let me show you here what it holds. Inside this, I got a couple of nose warmer sized pipes. One is a little Brevia. It is a little nose warmer. The other one is just a relatively small, oops, dropped my tobacco, small cob. Now, this also holds a tobacco pouch. In this tobacco pouch, I typically have a codger blend. Right now, I think I've got Carter Hall. Yep, Carter Hall. But I typically keep a codger blend. Most people are not put off terribly by the aroma of a codger blend, and I happen to like them. So it works out well for everybody. This time I happen to also have, because my wife likes it, Captain Black Dark. So I keep that in the car just in case she happens to be around. A little 2-pipe runabout bag like this has room outside pouch for a Bic. And I usually just keep a pipe nail. That the pick end of that is not sharp enough to damage the leather is the reason I go ahead and use a nail. Okay, and that's my runabout. That usually stays in my Miata. You guys have seen a video of me running around in that. If I'm going on a weekender or up to around a week, I got a pipe roll from Miss Kathy, and let me move the camera around here just a little bit and show you what that holds. Be back in just a moment. Here is my pipe roll from Miss Kathy, Tilted Piper Steve and Miss Kathy. She makes lovely pipe rolls. You can contact her if you are interested in one. It will hold a pouch or two. Right now I've just got some Captain Black Cherry. I usually keep some Amphora Kentucky in there, but Onion happens to have that particular pouch now. Underneath this center flap we have room for some pipe cleaners. I keep a check tool, little plastic pipe stand, Always have a Zippo. I usually have another one in my pocket, and this roll has enough room for 2 pipes. I usually have a cob with me and an old beater Pipe by Lee, semi-restored, but not one that I worry about too much. And that roll will hold all of that nicely for, a multiple day trip. If I'm going to be gone a week or longer, I might pack more, but for a weekend up to around a week, this will do me. Usually I don't often have that much time to smoke when I'm on vacation anyway. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so what's my favorite setup when I'm at home? Well, again, it depends a little bit on context. If I'm smoking my the one meerschaum I have that I'm trying to color, the tamper that I will typically use is this one. This is from Tamper Tantrum, and the vine or wood that it is carved from is soft enough that I do not worry about scratching up the inside of my meerschaum bowl. Very nice. In addition to having check tools all over the place, I happen to have a tamper that I really like. This is just a double-ended shell, a couple of shells welded together. One's a 45, the other's a 308 Winchester. I got that from Brendan, Blue Line Pipe. It's the weight on this is just perfect. When you're first learning, they tell you just let the weight of the tamper touch the top of the ember. Well, this has got a little more weight to it than a check tool, and for me it just seems perfect. And that's what I'll typically use if I'm not worrying about picking, but there's always a check tool around somewhere in case I need to loosen up an overpacked bowl. Let's see. Lighters. When I'm knocking about, whether it's in my in the Miata or if I'm on a weekend to a week trip, I typically have this. This is a nifty pipe lighter and multi-tool pipe tool that Greg Tunnell gave me. Got your tamper, your pick, and a little spoon all built into your Zippo or your Bic holder. Little bulky, but it works, and it's awfully convenient having all three of them clipped together like that. Now for lighters, I prefer matches. So if I am outside and it is not breezy, I am probably using matches. If it's lightly breezy, then I can still use this Caribbean butane lighter, but and that works perfectly inside as well. And if I am in my office or otherwise inside in a place where I am allowed to partake of a pipe, that Caribbean is probably what I'm going to be lighting with. Nice soft flame, has that old boy look to it. It's a nice little lighter. What I had been using outside was just a plain Zippo for breezy days. Now, thanks to the generosity of our friend Onion, I've got this Zippo with a lighter insert. And I am already enjoying the heck out of that because it's been breezy here the last few days, and I have not had to fight with a butane lighter to keep my pipes getting lit. It's been very nice. Yeah, so otherwise, I guess I can show you. I typically just use diamond matches. These Strike Anywhere matches, they suck. Don't get them. Get the other regular long kitchen wooden matches. These Strike Anywhere matches, they've been horrible. I had bought 2 boxes of them thinking, oh great, yeah. No, just get the long kitchen matches. They're much better. Much better. I have heard there are other brands of matches that people historically have liked for lighting, cigarettes, roll your owns, pipes, cigars, whatever. Diamond is what's available just all over the place here, whether I go into a local mom and pop hardware store or Home Depot. So that's what I run with. Other than that, Oh, I do have for around the house. I do have a nice sturdy metal pipe stand, but those are my setups. And like I said, it all depends on the context. If I am running around just in Miata, I've got that one bag, bigger bag for longer trips. Otherwise, it all depends on what I'm smoking, and I am enjoying smoking this 1931. This is good. I happen to like Burleys. I happen to like Burleys that dominate the Virginias, and they do here. I really, really don't notice the honey topping. If you are looking at this and thinking, oh, it's going to be kind of sweet and aromatic, I'm not getting a lot of that. So you might not either. Not a bad blend. I'll have to smoke a few bowls of it to see whether it gets added to my rotation. But I was negligent. Thank you, Matthew, Picking and Piping, for that sample. I do appreciate that, and I am still working through the other samples. I think I'm going to do an English next. I noticed you sent me some Squadron Leader, and I have not had that. So that may be the next one that I open after I smoke through this. With that, I hope, Sam, that you enjoyed seeing my setup or setups. Light something you like. If you're a Burley guy, you just might like this 1931. Enjoy your afternoon.